share it. Welcome, everybody. You are live right now. This is Rhonda's Room, Onsite with Rhonda, Sunday night, 8 to 9 p.m. And we are live with Travis Trapp Barber. And we're also doing something, we're trying something new here. We're both live on our Instagram pages also. So we're going to be looking here and looking here. But we want y'all to make sure you share this and join in on this conversation. He's going to be talking about push the button, and we got some exciting things to share with you guys. And I just want to welcome you, Travis, to Rhonda's Room. Thank you so much. You and I have become good friends since Ron introduced us. So just tell them, everybody, just a little bit about you and what your story is before we get into what your topic is going to be.
Travis Barber, Fabric Georgia, CEO. One more question. Mm-hmm. Sorry for talking. I lost my voice today from the Christian.
Okay.
But I motivate and mentor young men and older men, and some women, and now I've got a knack for little girls.
Okay.
So I have a granddaughter, but my main goal is to put my arms around as many young boys that I can. Yeah. And grooming other young men to do the same thing.
Yeah, I love that. And, you know, and I'm actually in the process of creating my own nonprofit, and I'm going to offer services for women and children too. But my primary focus is going to be men and boys, because that's such a niche that's not filled right now. There's such a need, you know. But tell everybody just a little bit about your background, about your story, where you come from. What does mugshot to millionaire mean?
Mugshot to me, that's a mindset.
Okay.
And when you put your mind in a place, that's where your body's going to go. And my mind and my body is headed towards a million, so I can take care of the kids with no strings attached. Right. And I can do what I want to do. Right. No governing. Right. And just tell them a little bit about your history. My history, athlete, high school, college, streets, prison, bullet shots, gunshots, and you know, just been through a lot. Pretty much so. Yeah. Typical story, but I don't have the typical ending. Right. Right, because you're still creating the story. The story is still being written. Oh, wow, we already got comments and stuff. And you guys that are listening on Facebook, go ahead and you can do your comments, and I can bring them up. All right, and tell us where you're watching from. Keena! Hey, Keena. Hey, everybody. She says, have an awesome show. You remember Keena? Yes. Yeah. Yes. And she wants the pink and black hat. Now, girl, okay. I got dibs on that. All right, she said it's too cute. But, you know, if you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and tell us where you're watching from. If you have any questions, because we're going to talk about where he came from and how he made it through, and then what he's doing now. OK, today's show is going to be a little different. We're not going to focus on all of the where he came from. We're going to focus on where you're going, because we've been through that on the radio show already and stuff. We'll just give a little bit of the history, but we'll because for the people that haven't met you before, you know, and I would encourage you guys to share this, because this is a powerful brother right here, and I'm telling you, you're going to want to have him in your world, especially if you've got young boys, teens, and stuff like that. They're wayward, they're out in the street, they're messing around with gangs and stuff, or anything, or they seem lost or whatever. This is the brother you want to hook up with. Okay. Especially if you're on the South Side. You own the South Side. Absolutely. So the South Side is his domain, everybody. So go, let's start the conversation. So you said it's a typical story, but it's not really typical. And what I love about you is, okay, yeah, you say you were in prison and stuff, but yours was weird because you were falsely accused. Falsely convicted. And convicted. Yeah, so it was like you didn't even do anything. Absolutely. So tell them how that happened and how long it took you to get that situated. What happened was a young man was killed. It was a gang fight, they say, but the gang was fighting me and my friends, so, you know, but they consider us a gang as well, since it was more than two. And dude ended up getting killed. They ended up charging me with the murder. I found out that my gun wasn't the one, and after that, they said they're going to charge me with murder with transferred intent, meaning that I'm responsible for the bullet that missed me. But I got two bullets in me that from two different guns, but that wasn't even in question. Right. So I ended up getting 20-year sentence, aggravated assault, carrying a gun in the commission of a crime. And I'm serving 10 years. In the process, I think the transition started when I dropped out of college, when I flunked out of college.
Right.
And from there, getting into the streets and the fast life, the fast money, and everything that goes along with it, just playing that role, that living up to that reputation. Yeah. Landed me in some places where I haven't been as being, and I've been shot 3 times. Right. And to still be here to tell about it, it's a blessing within itself. Yeah. But, so I guess that's, my brother got the horseshoes for Q-Dog, and I got the bullet wounds for, just a lucky dog, blessed dog. Yes, very blessed. and I love that what you're doing now, because now when you came out and all of that, and all of that's behind you, now you created One More Question. So how did One More Question come about? And this is what it is. Yeah. It's, and you've got a whole line, and it's a whole movement. So tell everybody what One More Question means. One more question is like everybody has one. Mm-hmm. And the important thing is having somebody to ask that question to. Yeah. And for me, it was very few men that I can go to and ask them things about life, making positive and strong decisions. Mm-hmm. So, that's what my goal is to do, is provide answers. Yeah. And I love how you do that, and how you're taking an active role in your community. Because I've been to one of your events, Sunday, the first Sunday. SON, Sunday. Yes, that was incredible. And I was blown away. You put that together in 7 days. 7 days. 7 days. But you went to the street, and you was like, look, this is what we need to do. You got all the things, all the money, all the donations, and it was beautiful. Over 300 people showed up, like hundreds of people there. Beautiful. And we were fishing on the lake, and we get ready to do it again. I can't wait. When's the next day? September the 27th. September 27th. Okay. Definitely want to be there, and a place for that too. So tonight we're going to talk about something new. Push the button. Pushing the button. So, so we have a little bit of your background now, where you came from. Now let's talk about where you're going. Where I'm going, I'm going global. I did make it on the Little People of Atlanta. God bless you. Yes, Nina, that's our little buddy Slick. He put it together. And thank God for that. Awesome. That was big. That's huge. Yeah, for real. That's huge. Congratulations. Sitting on national TV. Like, it was a humbling moment for me. I bet. Definitely. I bet it was. Definitely. That's incredible. I mean, just to know that you're making an impact, that you're getting that notice. Yes. And then I've seen you on a lot of panels where you now are in the prison with the people, that you were behind the bars, and now they've invited you in there now. I'm working with Cobb County as well. Yeah, and you are like on a panel of some kind. So what is that about? Cobb County has a youth development center where they're trying to just rehabilitate the inmates, gang-related, non-gang-related, just violent offenders. They're trying to give them a new perspective on what they need to do to come out and be successful. Right. And we're working on that with the juvenile system now. That's incredible. That's incredible. And we got to give a shout out to Ron Green. That's the one who introduced us as my partner. Well, both of y'all are my partners. Yeah. Ron is the guy you want for videos, G&G Studios. But Ron, his background is, he was homeless for 27 years. He was an addict, and I think he did time too. How did you two meet? We met through my buddy Larry White. Okay. The corporal for Cobb County Sheriff Department. Okay. And him went to school together, so he like, y'all two got the same vision, so y'all need to meet. After meeting him, hearing this story, like, I had to push the button. Yeah. He come from being homeless, living in the woods, and got his own center now. Incredible man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He inspired me. Really? Yes. Okay. Yeah, because he created and founded Operation Snatchback. Exactly. Youth Development Program, which I'm fortunate and blessed to be a partner with that too, and work with him on that too. And I'm in the process of creating my nonprofit as well. So I can't wait to get it all formulated, because I'm gonna be like, Trapp, I need you to do this. Ron, I need you to do this, We learn together. Yeah, exactly. And it's just amazing how God drops people in your lap. Absolutely. When you're ready to move and you're ready to stop blaming everybody, you own up to what you did, and then you go forward. And when you're ready to go forward and create something to help other people, it's like the whole universe opens up. For me, exactly. Yeah, I can't believe, like, everybody just boom, boom, boom. And you introduced me to so many people too. And everybody is just like, it's a networking thing. Yeah.
And it's if it's there if you want it. You just got to take advantage of it. I want it too. So we both want it. We both hungry. So with your new initiative, Push the Button, what is that about?
Push the Button is taking action.
Okay.
First thing you got to have a voice. Mm-hmm. You have the words that go with the voice.
Okay.
And then you got to have the actions that line up with the voice and the words.
Okay.
And me, I'm just putting my boots on the ground.
Okay, nice. I like that. I like that. So you've changed up your look. You've changed up everything. And so explain why you're changing your look.
Well, my whole mindset has changed. Yeah. I'm cool with the Air Force Ones and the jeans and T-shirts, but I feel more in my element with the casual apparel. Yeah. I think it fits more of my dialogue and the direction and what I want to present to the young brothers. Right. I'm just as cool as they are without all that. Yeah. So less is more to me. Yeah, and you be wearing them hats too. Hey, I love those hats you wear. Nothing like a man that wears a nice hat. And because my father wore a fedora all the time. Okay. And I have it. And that's one of the things that he gave me when I didn't know him. He wasn't in my life, but then, I met him 3 times in my life, and I saw him once when I was 50, and he was wearing the hat, and he gave it to me, and he just died last year in May. So I have that hat because he's Italian, and he always wore his fedora. And so, so I cherish that. Yeah. So when I put that on, I look like a mob princess extraordinaire. And then I found out he worked for the Bonanno family. So I'm like, I am a mob princess. How cool is that? So what do you have coming up? What's your vision for Push the Button? My vision for Push the Button is really getting the facility together. Okay. With 2 big corporate companies next month about sponsorship. Okay, awesome. And keeping ownership of the things I want to do. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do it. Right. With or without your money. Your sponsorship. The community is behind me. Yeah. 100%. Absolutely. So I'm going to get this facility, and I'm going to get the transportation, and I'm going to change some lives. Awesome. Real. So what's like coming? What's in the works? What are some of the things that you're going to tackle, or what are you going to do? If you have any events, if you need any speakers, I would love to help you and partner with that as well, because my men's groups are my largest groups, and my juveniles and stuff, those are my largest groups. The COVID got me, my hands kind of tied. Right. I want to take them skating. I want to do a lot of things. Okay, that'd be fun. The COVID, and the parents are afraid, but the parents are still partying. Yeah. But you can start with a smaller number and then distance. Yeah. Just bring your man. They said build it and they will come. Exactly. And just like Ron does with all his events, you're taking temperatures at the door. Mm-hmm. You got to have a mask. If you don't have one, have a box there full of masks, because a lot of them may not have a mask. And that way, they'll be able to participate, keep their distance, and you're good. Definitely. That's what we're doing. We got that Sons Day coming up. Mm-hmm. The next big thing, I'm gonna have a seminar for the guys that's come in. Just talk to them about grooming, talk to them about etiquette. We got a success coaching program that we're promoting with the Southside School. We got Creekside involved. Wonderful. There's Coach Dixon, then we got Langston waiting on a call back from Coach Boone. I'm waiting on you, Coach Boone. All right. We're gonna take the kids that are leaving from transitioning from high school with scholarships to college, is to get them acclimated with how they should present themselves, what they have to look forward to, and just take them right now while they're young. Get them ready for the next level. Okay, that's incredible. Yeah. That's incredible. So if somebody wants to, that's listening, that whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, if somebody's listening that wants to help you or sponsor you, or give you a donation or something, how do they reach you? You can reach me at on my Facebook Messenger with the number, and I get back in touch with them. Travis Barber. Yep. Mugshot the Millionaire. Yep. I got it pulled up. Facebook. Instagram. The number 1. One more question. Question spelled out. You inbox me, and we'll definitely get together. Okay. Yeah. And we need sponsors, guys. We need land. We need materials, whatever you got. Okay. Yeah, buses, it's good. We need it all. Everything. Facilities. Food. Transportation. Clothes, shoes, and everything. Yeah. Everything. We got a shoe drive coming up too. Really? Yes. Okay. Okay. Like what kind of shoes? Like nice shoes, or like sneakers, or so the person that's barefooted. Anything kind of works. Yes, right. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Definitely. All right. Very good. So
with everything that you've been changing about yourself, okay, I know you said you wanted to talk about what has become important to you now. And there's been some events that have happened since the last time we spoke. You've had a lot of stuff happen since you were on the radio show.
Definitely. I've been doing a lot of one-on-one, so much, I ain't gonna say counseling, but mentoring. Like even this morning, getting ready to take my granddaughter to get baptized.
Yes.
One of my brothers called me and he said, Travis, you got a minute? I'm like, yeah. He said, I need you to pray with me. And you know, like, okay. I stopped doing what I was doing. I was ironing. I went to my son's room in his closet. He gave me, he said, I can't take it more. I'm thinking crazy.
Oh, wow. So
I just began to pray and, you know, speaking to him and, you know, the things he's going through with his family, with himself, you know. So many men are successful in their career, but broken in their homes.
Your outward success and an inward failure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we prayed. And as I was praying, you know, I'm a powerful prayer, you know. So I come out the closet. Yeah. Karen, like, what you crying for? I'm like,
oh, so you intercede. You
yeah, definitely. So I said, I told her that just got a phone praying with her brother. Going through some things. Nice. She said, okay, cool. Yeah. But the reason why, for me praying with this brother, because in prison I had a brother come to me, and I was tired. Okay. I think I shared this with you, but.
But this is a whole new audience. So,
okay, cool. Well,
so it's like they've never heard you. And Ron is watching. Hey, Ron.
What's up, Ron? But yeah, so I was tired. I just got back from the barbershop. I'm trying to lay down and get my afternoon nap in. So I tell him I'd catch him after chow. Chow was dinner.
Right.
So chow never came. They locked us down. Okay. And come to find out, my little buddy had hung himself in his cell. So for me, when a brother called me, asked me, do I have time? I'm stopping. Because I could have saved that man's life.
Yeah. And I'm gonna share this with you. I called you personally. I'm gonna be very transparent here. I called you with one of my sons. Yeah. And something horrible had happened. And he was thinking crazy. Yeah. And I can tell you, Travis, you saved my son's life that night. You know, and I don't mean to get emotional, but I've never seen my son that scared to death. Somebody was gonna hurt him really bad, and just you, and he was gonna do something crazy. And you talked to him more than once, you know, and when you talked to him, you know, he was like, Mom, thank you. I don't know who that man is, but then he started to think, and I know the power of a man in a boy's life, and he's a grown man. He's 27, 28 years old, and but there's some things that a woman can't do for her son. Yeah, absolutely. And I know growing up as a single mom, you know, when I was divorced and I had all 5 of them, they were 2, 4, 6, 8, and 13. So I had 2 sons with no father that they could. And I depended on the coaches, and I called in other men, and that doesn't stop. You need that when they're young, you know, to help them through school and stuff. But that doesn't stop when they get older, because like that same son, and I've told you this before, you know, I let him live with his dad for a little while, and I thought he would teach him stuff. And he called me crying in college. He had a formal, and he didn't know how to tie a tie, and he was embarrassed. He was ashamed. And so I love that you're pouring into these young men, even down to grooming, even down to shoes. Like you said, it doesn't matter if you're barefoot, you know, and giving them those things. But then you were busy. You were in the middle of doing something, but you took my son's call.
We was doing something. But when you called, my family know that I got an answer. Yeah. And like, even the other day, I had one of my brothers call me. His son put a gun on me. And, you know, he was like, Trapp, what do I have to draw down on my son? And I'm like, right now you got to release him. You know, he's on drugs. He's out there, and he's not your son, and he's possessed. Yeah. You know, everybody go through different things with their children, but the main thing is don't give up faith. Because TJ, I had to send him out. Man, we were going toe to toe, like, and I thought I had lost him. But now look at it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, your sons are amazing, and I've had the pleasure of meeting them, and from the smallest to the big, and the little one, boy, he's a character. He's a character.
Oh, brother Blake, I'm a little cousin. Little Blake, I'm a little cousin.
Oh, that's your cousin.
Yeah,
oh, I thought that was your son.
Oh no.
Okay. I thought he was, because you're always with him, so I assumed he was your son.
His father passed a couple months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And it's just that the family comes together and you know, hey, I gotta do my part.
Yeah, that's like you always say, we're all we got.
Hey, for real. And it seems like I'm being stretched thin, but I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I get weak, I fall short, but I know what to take mine to.
Yeah.
And I got a spiritual father that I can call on, and a physical one that I can call on and talk to and let it all out. That's the thing with me, and we ain't got no socket, no way to facilitate these feelings and emotions. And so, you know, they just end up blowing up, smoking up, drinking up, and
you can only take so much before it comes out. It's either you're gonna either explode and hurt other people, or you're gonna implode and hurt yourself. But you can only take so much before you lose it. And you know, everybody has a breaking point.
I was there. I was about to contemplate suicide when they told me I was being charged with murder.
Yeah. So
you know, and when I share that doesn't make me even more talkable.
Yeah.
Approachable.
Yeah, you're relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people, you know, they can understand that you're real, and you did this and you didn't do it, and you didn't come out angry at everybody, you know, and you did something positive with it, and you're giving back. And I remember when you were on the radio show, you said that some of the people that you met in prison changed your life.
Absolutely.
And so had you not been there, we wouldn't be looking at this.
Absolutely not.
Because those men poured into you, and some of those men are still in prison.
Yes. And one of my brothers that I met in 2003 called me yesterday, said he had just got to the governor's mansion, and he's working on the lawns in the inside of the governor's mansion. He was so happy. He said the parole board done set him out 3 times. This man done did 23 years.
Wow.
And they set him out 3 times. He got another year and a half. But that man was so happy and praising God for being in a pair of blue jeans, picking up trash on the side of Ponce de Leon. And there's some people crying right now, sitting in their car, sitting in their house, and they complaining. Yeah. And this man here done did 23 years in prison. He is so free. Yeah. And that's the thing, pushing the button. Yeah. Pushing the button on your dreams, your goals, your vision, your family, your finances, your future, your peace of mind, and surround yourself with people that are going to pour into you just as much you pour into them. You got to even it out. Yeah. Ain't no more freeloading. Yeah, exactly. You bring something to the table. I love that. You know what I just got a glimpse of when you said push the button? And this, I know, has nothing to do with what you're saying, but this is a visual I just got, is like when I go to the gym and I'm on that treadmill, soon as you push that button, man, that treadmill starts going. Ready or not. So you push the button, ready or not, do or die, sink or swim. It's moving. And you can either sit still and go back and fall on your face, or you know what? You better get your feet going. And, you know, and then you can adjust the speed to how you want to go. Exactly. So that's incredible. Our Sakina's saying she wants a community center, and she's got a question. Will you be expanding to the north side? I'm going global. There you go. We're going global. Absolutely. I'm claiming it. I'm going with them. Okay, for real. Definitely got to have you team. We are going global. Yes. Absolutely. I'm joining. I'm locking hands and joining forces with anybody else that has the same goal and vision. My time, I'm there. Just reach out to me. You can book me. I'm coming. All right. I'm going to Tennessee next month to a high school up there. They've been killing the little girls, the little boys in the high school. The men of the community have to go to the school, walk the kids in, walk them out to their buses. What? It's bad. Knoxville. Wow. Yeah, crazy. I'm going next month. All right. Well, we're gonna have to make sure you are prayed up. Absolutely. And you're covered, and we're gonna definitely have to make sure that we uphold you going out. Oh yeah, I'm going with authority. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ain't no fear. Definitely, definitely. Pick a spot. I already got 3 bullets in me. Yeah, right. You already made it through. No, it's not. You got stuff to do. You know, you definitely got stuff to do. All right. So
let me ask you a question. Let me get clear these here. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm trying. I need a Michael McFadden in my life to, do all this stuff. Like Keita, when she gets her car situated, she could be here doing all this stuff. This is a lot to do by yourself. But okay, there we go. Let me get this back up here so they have your information. Okay, so with what you're doing now, I know you say you see Push the Button going global, but is Push the Button the name of a movement? Like One More Question, or
Push the Button was just me speaking generally freely on the video. Then you took it and made it a caption.
Oh, I thought that's what you meant. Well, it's a movement now. Yeah, it's a movement now.
But that's how God works.
Yeah.
Once you speak it into the spirit, then they're going to run with it.
Okay.
They're going to manifest. Yeah. And that's what everybody got to do now. Push the button. I'm challenging them to stand up and be accountable and come out your comfort zone and start listening to criticism, whether it be corrective or whatever. Just check yourself. Look in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's where you got to start. So what's your advice to somebody that may be in prison or just coming out or struggling with something, and they don't have somebody to talk to? Like what? And they're where you were.
You come out of prison, you got somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
But then it's a matter you want to talk to them or not. Coming out of prison, we still come home with egos. We still come home with our chest poked out like it.
Yeah. Right.
But you got to humble yourself if you want to be successful. Like, I still need help logging on, doing certain things.
We called to find out how to go live on it. Yeah, we were like, wait. So we got to call somebody.
I ain't about to go live on Instagram.
And that's my first time. We were like, wait, we got to call. We need a millennial. We need.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't record and post, but we figured it out.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, we have one more question, sir. Hey, like what? Hey,
we had the question. Yeah, we were like, we don't know how the hell to do this.
But then, that's the balance. You know.
I like that because it makes you real, and that's what makes you approachable too, is because you don't have this facade of everything, you've been everything. Oh, you came through this, you're hard, you're whatever. I mean, there's just no time for that, because then you're gonna push people away, and then they're gonna put up a facade that they gotta be hard, and they can't be real with you, they can't be vulnerable with you, and and I love how you are expressive, and you get choked up, and you love with all you got, you pray, you're humble, you're thankful, you're grateful, and you let everyone see that.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what a real man does. And that's the definition of a man. So you're breaking all the myths of, how boys are brought up. You can't show weakness, you can't cry, you got to be strong, you got to keep your woman in check, all that nonsense, all that control stuff.
Yeah. Not the one that been not done that and failed.
Yeah.
So now it's a whole new itinerary, whole new program, and everything is successful. Everything is just different and new.
Yeah.
And every day I wake up excited and expecting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So how does it feel now being on the other side and seeing everything you're doing affecting so many people?
I'm honored, and I'm like taken back and overwhelmed at times, especially the response that I get for so many different things. And it's like I had no idea that I'd be this impactful.
Yeah.
In this way on this platform.
Right.
But I always have been, influential in my community and my family and small areas. But now it's just a whole new level.
Yeah. And
now I know why I was so-called popular or whatever. It was the anointing that attracted people to me, and not me, my demeanor, my swag or drip. It was the God in me.
Yeah, exactly. And and the fact that they can connect to you because you've shown hurt, you show nervous, you show all your emotions, which is good, and then it makes it okay for others who are feeling that to be like, okay, well, he got through this.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is letting them know that it's okay to forgive.
Yes.
And in spite of other people's opinions and views of your life, I know what makes me happy. I know who makes me happy. Yeah. And so no matter, I'm grown. So, I really don't need no advice.
Right.
I needed advice, but I'm trying to call from that prison cell. But now I'm good on that. I'm making my own decisions and choices. I'm pushing the button in every aspect of my life.
Okay. So what would you say to people, to men now that have come out or whatever, if they still have that hard shell and stuff, how do they make that transition back into society, back into their family, regain the respect from their family, and like change up how they treated people before? Maybe, like, how do they make that transition?
You gotta always keep that dog in you, because America run over you. America is one of the most disrespectful places on earth.
Yeah.
And if you show any sign of weakness, they gonna step on your shoes and then your leg and your foot, and, But main thing is being able to tame it and have a steering wheel on it, where you know when to use and when not to.
Right.
That's the main thing, is knowing where you're in and who you're around.
Yeah.
So for me, like, with my college buddies, when I first come home, they talk differently. And we don't talk like that to each other in prison. Yeah. So I checked them, because they're like, "Hey man, we love you, man. We don't mean nothing by it." You're right. Okay, cool. So it would be times that they'll bring me back to my senses.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a process too.
Okay.
It's a process.
Awesome. Well, we're about halfway through. I'm going to take a real fast, literally like a 19-second break here. I have a sponsor, and I want to let you guys know, on this TV platform, if you want to be, on the show, sharing your story as well, you can come on here and we can get your show and stuff promoted. You can send me an email at Rhonda's Room at e360tv.com to be a guest. And also you can be a partner as far as commercials. Okay. And I'm going to show a commercial right now. So this is a TV platform. So we broadcast on E360 TV, Facebook, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, Periscope, all at the same time. So if you get a commercial up here, you're going to have a bigger audience. So tonight, this show is being sponsored by April Morrison, and here is her commercial. She's a film phenom, and I am going to play her commercial, and we will be right back. And that's so short, I'm going to play it one more time. We're going to give it some more time. All right, so let me go ahead and play it one more time for April. Okay. All right. So thank you, April Morrison, for being my sponsor. And guys, I've got all kinds of packages available. I've got a ridiculous video guy, Ron Green, who is the reason we are together. We can get you together, video, commercial, all of that. So contact me. We got you. Okay. Now, with one more question. Okay. You also have been opening up stores. I've been all over the place. I've been renting spaces in the storefronts. Yes. Yeah, definitely. It's a beautiful thing. And you've got an incredible clothing line. And yes, because when you came to the radio show, you gave me this awesome hoodie. And I sent you in it the other day too. Yeah, I was walking because it was like 30 degrees out, and everything I put on, I was like, where is my one more question sweatshirt? Because that's extra thick and that's extra warm. And then you gave me the biking set, the shirt with the biker shorts, which now the weather's getting nice. I can wear that too. So you've got an incredible clothing line as well. So how do people purchase your clothing? Through the Instagram. Through Instagram? Yes. Okay. And then I'm working on revamping the website as we speak. Okay. And I want to thank everybody for purchasing, making the order. I'm backed up. Everybody want one. That's awesome. I mean, it's because the quality is so good. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the quality is incredible. Definitely. It really is. From the things that I have, and then when I went to Sunday, and man, your wife was wearing some dresses. I gotta get some dresses, baby girl is wearing, because she was wearing those dresses. That's leather ones too now. Oh, yeah, shut! Oh, I need a leather dress. I need a dress.
I got you.
Okay, please, I need a leather dress. Okay, we getting it tight, we getting snatched here. We working it out, but yeah, I need me a sexy leather dress. All right, and then you've got fashions for men, women, children,
Absolutely.
Babies.
Yeah,
I mean,
do the baby.
Everything.
My grandbaby got me going.
Yeah,
she got me going. Yeah, definitely.
So let's talk about that. Is the newest addition in your life since we've last spoken. So let's talk about how have things changed now that you are a grandfather?
I spend my weekends at home. Yeah. We used to go out, go kick it, go like restaurant hopping, and now we at the house in her face, all kind of little toys around the house.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing, like for real. It's a beautiful thing.
All right. Okay, Ron's got one of Trapp's greatest assets is his authenticity. He has the ability to be himself in a world that's constantly trying to change him. Keep pushing, bro. You definitely going global.
Appreciate you, Ron.
Love that, Ron. Awesome. We're all going global. You're going global. I'm going global. Trapped at this. We the three right here. We're like this.
Hey, when me and Ron met, my truck had left my lights on my alternator when I was on the truck. So me and Ron out in the parking lot tried to jump it out. We don't know what's going on. Man, me and Ron stayed. We about 20, 30 minutes. The dude in the car beside us, bisexual guy. We didn't think, like, me and Ron, like, he don't know.
Right.
And man, get out the car. Hey, man, what y'all doing, man? Y'all need some help? We're like, yeah. Man came over there. We had the cables on, bro. Man came over there, put the cables on, helped us out. It's like, hey, man, you're alternator dead, man. Me and Ron were like, well, damn, we should have been actually. But that's what we got for assuming. Yeah. But he was more mechanic than us. I appreciate that, man, too.
Right.
So definitely, but yeah, that was funny.
That is funny. That is funny. All right. So with everything changing now with your granddaughter and stuff, how has your focus and your mindset changed? Because you said push the button is a mindset. So let's talk about mindset. How important is mindset?
Mindset is the most important thing. Without a focus or without a plan, then there's nothing. You're just gonna get what's given. Right. And for me now, I gotta go harder because we gotta leave generational money here now, and we're gonna start a trucking business, day one logistics. So we're gonna be hiring as well too. We're getting the program together. Wow. And we on our way. That's incredible. So you're gonna be able to give people jobs. Absolutely. See that's the kind of stuff that makes a difference for real in the community. Like stuff that you're doing, stuff that Ron's doing, stuff that I will be doing. Because it's one thing to get up on all these platforms and say, I do this, and this, and raise money for stuff. But you guys are like in the community with the people. Yes. And you never forget where you came from. Yeah. I'm locked in. I know even in prison, I knew my people was going through a thing. I've always been going through a thing, but it was because of the condition and the information that they were receiving. Yeah. And what they were sharing was just gossip and post and repost. Yep. And nobody's stuttering, nobody's studying, nobody's seeking knowledge. Right. They're just seeking gossip. And I want to bring the knowledge to the table. When I come on Facebook, Instagram, I'm bringing a message, from my heart, not from somebody else's life world or their thoughts. It's from my life, real stuff. Yeah.
And I love that. And that falls right into line with mindset because, one of the things, because like everybody knows, I'm a counselor, coach, I teach, I mentor and stuff like that. And one of the things, and Kina was a student of mine first before she became my assistant. And I was like, I need an assistant. Well, I'm like, I got the greatest people that have already come through.
It's already written in.
And they had the talent and stuff. So I'm like, I got the people already. And I know their story and they know my story. And one of the things I teach about all the time is mindset and is your beliefs, because your beliefs create your thoughts create your feelings, your feelings create your actions. And, as you grow up, and, you could say beliefs or you could say mindset, but whatever you believe, it's true. Yeah. So like if you believe that you're going to end up in jail, just like everybody in your family, then you will end up in jail like everybody in your family, because that's your mindset. That's the vibration you're giving out. Or if somebody says that to you, you're never going to be nothing. You're a piece of garbage. Then you grow up. That's how you show up in the world. And that's the way you see the world through. And I always challenge my men, especially. I'll say, whose eyes do you see yourself through? Are they yours? Or is it somebody that said something about you a long time ago that you just accepted as true?
Yeah. And
you never challenged? Like when you're talking about people just pressing gossip, but nobody's challenging, is it even true?
Yeah.
They don't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
So just because somebody says something about you, just because society points one way, like, okay, so hey, you did 10 years in prison for murder. Okay, and that's not the end of the story.
Absolutely.
There was a trap before that, there was a trap during it, and there's a trap after that. So just because that's a portion of your story, that's not the end of your story. You're so much more. But if you get it in your head, and there's a lot of people that come out of prison and they're so institutionalized. Yeah. So how did you make that difference to where you didn't come out institutionalized? Like, what was the driving you? Okay, so what was that transition like for you? How did you correct that?
Just taking note of it, and my folks were pointing different things out, and I didn't take offense to it. I was just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna work on that.
Nice. Okay.
And, accepting that criticism.
Okay.
And I'm still working on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I still say, hey, I did 2 years in prison. That'd be like a disclaimer, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Yeah.
So, but it's not an excuse. It's just the truth.
Right.
So, but I'm working on it.
Well, I love the fact that you were even willing to hear, to receive. So that makes the difference. Because some people be like, look, they're so used to being hard or whatever, and they don't know how to function when they get out, and they don't know how to make that transition. And so a lot of times they'll do stuff to go back.
Yeah.
Because that's why recidivism is so high, because they don't know how to function on the outside. They don't have a support system. Or when they were in jail or in prison, they were the person. They had all the respect there. Now they come out here and they're nobody. Yeah. And everybody left them, So for the people that are coming out, that have a dream, that have something, have a desire like you did, where would you tell them to start?
Whatever it is that you're desiring to do, find somebody that's doing that and volunteer. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And learn from them.
Yep. I love that. And your mindset, because you become who you surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
So, and I love, and I love, and I complimented you on what you were wearing for the picture, and you were like, yeah, you're dressing for where you're going. I'm like, that's awesome. And somebody told me a long time ago, dress like you're already famous.
Absolutely.
And you don't wait until you get there, because, you dress as if you're already there, as if, and you walk in it. So then people get to see you in a different way. Yeah. And then little by little, the old image that they had of you, that begins to fade, because now they've got this new image of you. And so now they can see you're no longer there. So now they can accept you for where you're going and receive you in that. And I love that. I love that I love how you're dressing. I love what you stand for. I love everything you stand for. I really do. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so honored to be your friend. I'm so honored that you're in my life. I'm so grateful to Ron for introducing us. And I'm just grateful for what God's doing with us, with all of us, because we all have gifts that we all help each other.
How did you feel when you came to Son's Day and we had just met, then you come out and you just see all the people and everybody getting along, having a great time, and all the kids with the fishing rods getting hung up, and all the men helping the little kids put the bait on, the hook on. Mm-hmm. What did you think about that?
I was so happy to see that, and that's why I got on and I was broadcasting the whole time. I was doing Facebook Lives and stuff, because people need to see that, because that breaks the stereotype that, when you get a large group of people together of any culture, they're going to be fighting, they're going to be shooting, they're going to be drugs, they're going to be high, they're going to be smelling like weed. Nope. No, they're not. If that's all you expect, then that's different. But I love that everybody. I mean, you know what touched me the most is there was a couple of boys there that didn't have a father. And there's this one man, and I don't remember his name, but he was showing a boy how to fish that wasn't even his son.
Absolutely.
You know, he saw, and it was like a teenager that was struggling. And I think I did a thing on them. I took a picture of them. There was 3 of them together. And the one man just came right up. Yeah. Just came right up to him. He didn't wait and make him ask. He just, hey, bro, you need some help. With that, and he didn't embarrass him. He didn't say, "Oh my God, you don't know how to do this."
Yeah, that. You know,
it was like, "Man, come on, I got you."
Yeah.
And then I remember he even asked him, "Did he have something to eat?" And and it was so beautiful. I was so honored and I was so happy that you had me be there. And
that day, I knew that it was God's mission. One more question was all Him, because to provide that type of atmosphere for that many people.
Yeah, over 300.
Yeah, with just the village, just the donations. It was all no sponsors, all donations.
Yeah. The food was incredible. Your mama threw down.
Hey,
mama threw down on that food. And you had the VIP tent.
Yeah.
You had the DJ was awesome. You had people manning the table. Cars everywhere parked. I've never seen so many cars in one place. And then to top it off, the place that it was a person's property.
Yes.
And they donated it.
Yes, they come on over here, Trapp.
That's incredible.
Come on over here.
And they opened that up to all those people.
And then I probably took about 2 trash bags of trash. When I walked around like one with like 2 trash bags. Mm-hmm. And all them people. Everybody was so mindful of cleaning up. And the bags were already in place for them. So it was a beautiful thing and respectful. Man. I thank Kiki for allowing me to use that property.
Yeah, it was incredible, because I know I was helping your mom and stuff like that. Everybody was getting the trash. Everybody was, because I was like picking up stuff too. Everybody just fell into place. You didn't have to ask anyone.
Yeah, for real, that was beautiful.
And I mean, and the food you had, it wasn't just chips and hot dogs.
We had a menu. We had a spread.
Man. When you do it big. You do it right.
Give them something to remember.
Yeah.
And more so, let them know that this ain't no dope boy gathering.
Yeah.
This is some men gathering.
Yeah.
And this from our heart, not from the abundance. This from our intake, from what we went out and earned.
Right.
So it means something to us when people donate from their checks, from their payroll, and taking out their bill money to donate to One More Question. Yeah. So definitely it's a blessing, man, to have these people supporting behind me like that.
That's incredible. So what's the next thing you got coming up? What do you got coming up next?
Coming up next?
Or can we say it or no?
We really can't. We still working.
We're in the works. Okay. All right. So let me ask you, how's the book coming along?
The book is almost complete.
All right. And the book is Behind the Trapp. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell it all.
Yeah.
You know, the people will tell you all of it.
And when the book comes out, we'll do a book launch. I'll have you on the shows and stuff again, and we'll definitely, like I told you, all my platforms are your platforms, and I just want to give a definite shout out. We partner together, and so like he is what I call a platinum sponsor. Everything he does, I try to get there, and anything I can do to support you.
Absolutely.
All my platforms are yours. You just tell me what you need, and boom, you are on there. If I gotta move people out, I will do that, because you do that for people that come into your life because part of my destiny is tied up in you. Absolutely. You're going to help take me where I need to go.
Vice versa.
Yeah. And Ron takes me where I need to go. I help. So it's like our destinies are connected because we're all part of something.
And my main thing is so many people get there and can't stay there because of that character. Mm-hmm. But my main thing is getting there and staying there.
Yeah.
And making this thing solidified on earth, making a household name.
Right.
Definitely. And it'll be beautiful.
And I love the fact that we all work together, and like even like Tashana, who you introduced me to, it's like everybody, and nobody competes. Everybody has their gifts. Yeah, nobody's jealous.
Thank you for
Tashana is.
She made me go live. She made me go live for the first time. Like, she introduced me to Facebook.
Okay, and Tashana also
came over with the logo.
Right. Yeah.
she kept, we was talking, told him a story. She was like, I got one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Then she said, what you gonna name the program, the nonprofit you gonna name it?
Mm-hmm.
I got one more question. I said, we're gonna name it one more question.
Yep. And she just released a book. I got her book.
I got it too.
And Tashana, I'm just gonna give some respect to Tashana because she's helping me like you would not believe putting together my nonprofit. She has I Am Beautiful, the Facebook group. It's got like 74,000 members.
Yeah, she introduced me to them. So
man, and she does advertising on her thing. That you need to make friends with Tashana if you're trying to do something serious with your business, your brand, and
she made me push the button.
Yeah, she does, and she stayed on me too when I came up with my thing. She's like, "Okay, girl, did you call him yet? Did you call him? When you go?" I'm like, "Damn, okay." I mean, she is accountable, and I mean, Ron does the same thing. He's like, "Rhonda, did you do this yet? I'm gonna be your accountability partner. Did you do this? Did you do this yet?" I'm like, "Dang it." Okay, yeah, I got to make sure I do. But you need accountability, and that's the thing. You know, iron sharpens iron. You know, we all help each other get there. We all push each other.
Yeah, definitely.
And we all are accountable because what I love about our group that we're creating is I genuinely love you, and I genuinely want you to succeed, Trapp. I genuinely am happy when you do anything. When I saw the pictures today of the christening, I was like, oh my God, I was so happy for your family. I watch Blake in his videos. I'll be crying, laughing, you know, and it's like, I genuinely, you know, you said in the very beginning, you know, we're family. Yeah. And I feel that, and I know that. Yeah. And like, you were there already for my son. And it's like, this is not just about, hey, let me use your platform to broadcast myself. No, I've called you about stuff, and I've talked to Tashana. I've cried with Ron. It's like we're a family for real, and you know we hold each other up.
And this is the same circle that I surrounded myself with in prison, around brothers that knew the law, knew the LOPs, SOPs.
What's the LOP and the SOP?
Living operating procedures.
Okay.
And SOP, standard operating procedures. Okay. That's where they be contradictory. Contradict themselves. That's the law, you know. So it's how it's said and how it's done.
Two different
things. Then how it's done and how it's said. So you have to know both of them to defend yourself.
Gotcha.
And the brothers I surround myself knew had information on new laws being passed, different things going on. And that's how I stayed focused, and my mindset was the same as the brothers that were around me. Okay. Freedom. So even now, we still got the same mindset. It's like financial freedom and spiritual freedom, as opposed to God told me to do something and you don't do it. I supposed to got up and went to that door when that man came. But now, that keeps me, that's the thorn in my flesh, knowing that man hung himself.
But that's not your fault, though.
It's not, but I'm holding myself accountable for anybody else down on my watch. Right. Because I'm tired, I can't answer the phone. Yeah. So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going.
Make sure you keep it as a motivation, not as a thing that you think that you could have prevented or that it was your fault.
Absolutely.
Because it's not your fault. It's terrible that it happened, but I'm glad that it's motivating you to be there, and that's why you're so available.
It's like missing a tackle, and you lose the each score. Y'all lose the game. Right. That's gonna be a reminder every night, every Friday, every Saturday. That won't happen again. So that's how I take it. It makes me a better athlete, a better man.
And I like your approach to it, because you could be just like, oh well, that's another person that just ain't got nothing to do with me.
Absolutely not.
So you're keeping it present before you as a reminder, you know, to motivate you for what you have to do, because your value is incredible, and what you have to give and the gift you have is just, it's incredible, Trapp. It's incredible.
Thank God for choosing me.
Yeah, it's incredible. Oh, here's April. She's on here. April, we played your commercial already. That's who's sponsoring us, April Wynn Morrison. Now, I'm going to introduce you to April, because she's a filmmaker. Okay. So, like, she could put together a documentary just like this for you. Yeah, we need to set that up, April, because this story right here, or maybe I'll do that. She's in Texas.
Okay, cool.
And you know, and I do, you know, acting and stuff and all that, and I got, and we got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of stuff coming up, and Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up. Sean is watching us. Sean Adam Williams. I don't know if that's one of you. I don't know.
Sean, oh my buddy.
Okay.
What's up,
Okay, so I just want to acknowledge people
Yeah.
that are tuning in. Make sure you guys share this. Facebook, Instagram. I know y'all have been seeing just the side of my face here. Okay, but this is our first time my first time trying to go live. So I don't even know where the hell to look on my camera here. Where is my camera? I'm like, my eyes, I don't know where my camera is on my phone to look directly at Instagram. Okay, I know this one is here for this, and then yours is over there. It's like we got to get used to this, Trapp. We got to get used to. If we're gonna be global, we gotta, like how they have all the clocks with all the different countries. We're gonna have to get used to all the different cameras and kind of like do a pan, like a Queen's wave. Like we gotta learn how to pan our eyes. So, but as we wind down, we got about 5 minutes left. Is there anything that is on your heart that you just want to share, or you just want to talk about, or you just want to say? To anybody that's listening right now.
Really to the men that have been conversing with me periodically about different things. I'm proud of you all for even having the courage to call another brother to speak on it. And I'm honored that you trust me with your personal deepest insecurities, fears, issues that most men can't even bring to the table. But I want y'all to stay strong and keep praying, keep believing, and fight for yourself as well as your family. And fight for your position in life, in your spirit, and in this world. Because you don't fight, then you're going to, get overtaken. But your mind, that's where it starts at. Keep believing, keep pushing, and see yourself where you want to be.
Yeah, and, and I just want to say, since we're talking about push the button, about mindset and everything. Oh yeah, April's like, let's do it. See, it's done now. April, when she said let's do it,
okay.
she's like a you.
For sure. Okay.
If you tell me, Rhonda, we're gonna do this, I know it's done. April is the same way, so we're gonna make it happen.
Pull up.
Yeah, exactly, right. But I also, since we're talking about mindset, push the button and everything, I just want to let everybody know, your mindset it's the thing that shapes everything in your life, but it's the thing that you're not a prisoner to. You can change your mindset at any time. You can, your story, the narrative that you hear in your head, your mindset, 9 times out of 10, the stuff that's in your head isn't even yours anyway. Challenge it. Don't just take something like, especially if somebody said you're never going to be anything. That's not true. Okay. Just because you did 10 years in prison, that's not the end all be all. That's just a part of the story. Where is it written that your story is over? So if you're struggling in your mind right now with feeling worthy, feeling valuable, feeling qualified, you can challenge that at any moment. And I love what we've been talking about getting yourself surrounded by different people, because just like you lift me up to make me better, Ron lifts me up. You become the people you surround yourself with. And if there's something you want to learn, you surround yourself with the people that are doing it.
And it's okay to start over.
Yes, and forgive yourself.
It's okay to start over.
Forgive yourself and be kind to yourself. And, when I ask people, whose eyes do you see yourself from? Here's the thing. I don't care what anybody said about you. I don't care what you're saying about you. It's whose eyes do you see yourself through? Because you're not the Trapp from before.
No, I'm Travis now.
You're Travis now. And you're going somewhere, and you can rewrite, edit, modify, delete that story, that page anytime you want, and
Absolutely.
Continue. Just keep going, and just it's good to forgive everybody else, but forgive yourself and be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like somebody you love.
Definitely.
And everything just happens.
And also to all the single parents, single fathers, single mothers, I commend you all.
Yes.
It's hard raising children right about now. And just having a granddaughter coming through, I'm taking full responsibility. I'm watching my son grow, let him become the man, become the father, but I'm right there in the shadows.
Yeah.
Just, I'm going to make sure he doesn't fall all the way down.
Yeah.
But I want to just say stay strong and just keep doing your best. And don't never let your kids make you feel like you're not good enough or doing enough when you're doing all that you can.
Yeah.
You can't put them in the design of this or that. hey, it's okay. You do what you can. Don't stress yourself out. For real.
Yeah, that is so true. And I'm going to put up your contact information again. So if anybody would like to connect with Travis, connect with One More Question, push the button, all of that. Okay, Facebook, you reach him at Travis Barber, Mugshots Millionaire. His Instagram is One Mo Question spelled out. And I just thank you for coming tonight as well, and it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. And I'm gonna end with my sponsor, April. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run your commercial again. Y'all need to get your commercials in. This is an awesome platform. Have a great night. Thank you, Facebook, E360. Thank you, Instagram. All right. And we are out.
For real. Y'all be good, man.
Good night,
stay
y'all.
Focused, stay dangerous, and stay